up, everybody? My name is Noah, Gaming 1205, and today we'll be reacting to 5 scary and inappropriate scenes in kid shows. Alright, let's go.
Most of us grew up spending way too much time in front of the TV, having our young impressionable minds shaped by kids shows.
Yep, that's true.
Well, here's 5 episodes of children's TV that will make you wonder how any of us survived childhood without having our fragile little brains warped. It's the top
Well, I've had my fragile little brain warped a little.
5 scary, inappropriate scenes in kids shows. SpongeBob, Scaredy Pants. TV rating ages 7 and above. In the SpongeBob special Halloween episode Scaredy Pants, SpongeBob decides to dress up as a ghost for Halloween. But he decides that his ghost costume doesn't look quite right because of his streaky square head. So naturally, he asks his friend Patrick the Starfish to take a pair of clippers and actually cut pieces off of his head to make it into a rounder shape. Later in the episode, it's revealed that Patrick actually cut off too much of SpongeBob's head, leaving his brain fully exposed. In the final scene, we see a grisly, disfigured SpongeBob with bloodshot eyes. Other characters on the show are horrified by SpongeBob's appearance and flee the scene in abject terror. The scene was banned from the UK broadcast of SpongeBob because it was deemed too violent and frightening for children. But the scene continues to air uncut in all its horrifying glory throughout the rest of the world.
Dude.
Pink hat? Oh, that's not a hat. That's my brain.
Hey Arnold, Part-Time Friends. TV rating ages 7 and above. In the Hey Arnold episode Part-Time Friends, Arnold and his friend Gerald have an argument and stop talking. So Arnold's granddad sits him down and tells him a story about a friend who he had lost over a disagreement. That night, Arnold has a nightmare where he and Gerald are old men on a bus, and then this happens.
What did I tell you, son?
Now tell me that's not nightmare fuel. Tiny Toons, 1 beer. TV rating, children of all ages. In this episode, Buster Bunny, Plucky Duck, and Hampton J. Pig get plastered from drinking 1 beer. They then proceed to steal a police car and go drunk driving around town.
Drunk driving? My dad does that all the time.
Eventually, the boys end up smashing the car through a guardrail and careening off a tall cliff. The car violently smashes into a cemetery of all places, and all 3 characters die in the crash. Now, it's important to note here that this episode was rated as being appropriate for all ages, so even 4 and 5-year-olds get to watch the Tiny Toons go on a fatal drunken rampage. This episode aired 1 time, and then, not surprisingly, it was banned from ever being broadcast again. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Perfect. TV rating ages 7 and above. Now, Courage the Cowardly Dog pretty much deserves its own list because there were so many creepy episodes of this show. It's pretty much obvious that the show's aim was to be as surreal and scary as possible, which if you watch it as an adult, that's kind of friggin' awesome. But let's keep in mind that this show was made for children 7 and above. So in the 4th season episode Perfect, Courage flips out after being yelled at by his owner Eustace one too many times. In a delusional state, Courage imagines a creepy teacher who looks to be right out of the horror movie Insidious. She slaps him with a yardstick whenever he makes a mistake, and then later just melts into like a big old pile of goo. As if that wasn't enough to peg the creepy meter, that night Courage has a nightmare that would scramble the brain of a viewer of any age.
You're not perfect.
I don't even know what that is. Pokemon, Electric Soldier Porygon, TV rating ages 7 and above. This Pokemon episode ranks as number 1 because it's not just scary to watch, but unfortunately it's real life scary for both children and their parents. So let me explain that. In this episode we see Pikachu using electric shocks to shoot down missiles. As each missile explodes, the screen flashes red and blue, as you can see here. But I've slowed the speed of the flashing way down, and there's a very good reason that I slowed it down. Because when this episode of Pokemon was originally broadcast in Japan, the TV station was flooded with angry panic calls from parents. It seems that the original flashing red and blue lights in the episode induced dangerous epileptic seizures in a large number of people. In fact, when this episode aired in Japan, 600...
Dude, thank God he played the apathetic part slowly. You don't know what would happen to me.
85 children were rushed to the hospital with symptoms like seizures, vomiting, headaches, and nausea. The whole
That's what would happen.
incident was later called the Pokemon Shock by the Japanese press. The Electric Porygon episode was pulled and never aired again. Also, the Pokemon cartoon series was taken off air for nearly 4 months as a result of this incident. However, the episode did earn one honorable distinction. It was included in the Guinness Book of World Records, winning the coveted title, Most Photosensitive Epileptic Seizures Caused by a TV Show.
Damn. What the fuck? Well, I'm fucking creeped out now.
What can you give?
What can you get? We all can give something. I can give warm. You can get pretty hot.
I can get naughty. I can get in trouble. I can give lips.
I can get crazy. I can get crazier.
I can give a little. Much more.
I can get the scars.
You can't get that. I can give back.
Give
I'm
something
running
back.
out, I'm
We can
running
all
out of
get-
storage. I can't freaking record anymore. Alright, everybody, bye. I'm trying to
T's house. That's straight.
I'm recording a damn outro.